Hey fans, how's it going? Before we start talking about the crazy fines that NFL players are getting for wearing banned accessories, will you take a quick second and click that subscribe button below the video? All done? Thanks, we appreciate it. Let's get started. A player's gear is part of their personality on the field. Many players get comfortable with their shoes, helmets, and other equipment they've been using for years, which makes the NFL's crackdown on unauthorized gear a sore spot for many players. Now, players are being hit with fines for wearing their favorite gear. So, here are 6 accessories banned in the NFL. Number 6. Personal messages. For years, the NFL has banned players from expressing personal messages on their uniforms. That means no shoes, no undershirts, or headbands with slogans that don't match the NFL branding agreements. So, when the New Orleans Saints linebacker Demario Davis debuted his Man of God headband in 2019, the NFL fined him $7,017. Davis appealed the fine and actually ended up getting the money back. He decided to do something good with the money and donate it to the St. Dominic Hospital in Mississippi. He says, being blessed to win the appeal and being able to take those funds that I was already counting as a loss and further contribute to the cause, it's just a major blessing. Davis ended up turning the Man of God headband into its own brand and charity benefiting schools and hospitals around the country. Now, that's awesome. Number 5. Hard accessories. Odell Beckham Jr. was so eager to show off his $350,000 Richard Mille watch that he wore it in a game against the Titans, making him the first NFL player to wear a watch during a game. The NFL immediately told him to never wear it again, not because watches are banned per se, but because players can't wear hard objects during games. It makes sense. Still, Odell wasn't having it and showed up at the next game again, wearing a different Richard Mille watch, retailing for $2 million. Dude! Number 4. Unapproved cleat colors. The NFL is actually very picky about the colors seen on the field, so they crack down on any cleats that don't match the uniform guidelines. Back in 2013, Chicago Bears wide receiver Brandon Marshall decided to wear bright green cleats to raise awareness during National Mental Health Awareness Month. The NFL fined him $5,250, so Marshall donated that exact same amount to a mental health charity. Right on, man. Adidas is the maker of many NFL players' favorite cleats, and they love wearing Adidas cleats on the field. They even sponsor some NFL players such as Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. Adidas partnered with pop culture icon Kanye West to make the Yeezy Cleats, which immediately drew the attention of the NFL players. In 2016, Von Miller of the Denver Broncos tweeted a photo of his new Yeezy 750 cleats, marking the debut of these fashion footwear on the field. He quickly learned that he'd be fined if he wore them in a game and decided to save them for warm-ups. But Houston Texans wideout DeAndre Hopkins, he decided he was gonna wear his Yeezy cleats anyway. He wore the Yeezy 350 cleats in a game against the Chicago Bears and was fined $6,000. The reason? The NFL says cleats must have a solid base color, and any player who wears the Yeezy cleats could expect to be fined. Not to be outdone, Adidas reported that they would cover the fines so players like Adrian Peterson and Sammy Watkins could keep wearing Yeezys and the company could keep getting that awesome advertising. Smart move. Hey, before we go on, take a moment to hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. That way, you can be sure to see all our videos and the full scoop on all things football. Number 3. Non-certified helmets. NFL players get attached to their helmets. But in 2018, the NFL and the NFL Players Association agreed to ban lower-performing models out of their concern for player safety. That was a legitimate concern, but many players are angry that some of the banned helmets include their favorite models. They say that these models help them see and play better, and while the NFL didn't ban any further helmets in 2019, they say that they will no longer certify any models more than 10 years old. If players wear unapproved helmets, they'll get hit with fines and other disciplinary actions. In 2019, Tom Brady finally hung up his famous Rydell VSR 4 because it performed in the bottom third of helmet safety tests. He says, "I've been experimenting with a couple different ones and I don't really love the one I'm in, but I don't really have much of a choice. I'm just trying to do the best that I can to work with it." Well, we hope you find one that you like, Brady. Number 2, custom face masks and shields. Back in 2014, the NFL banned non-standard face masks, such as those intended to fully cover the eyes and mouth. They cited research saying that the custom face masks present additional risks to players. Chris Canty, then the defensive end for the Baltimore Ravens, refused to give up his custom mask and face shield, saying, "It's simple for me. No eye shield and custom mask means I can't play. I would be at risk." Canty had a severe eye injury back in 2005 and had a medical reason to wear the eye shield. Unfortunately, while the NFL approved an exception for Canty, other players who preferred a custom face mask weren't so lucky. Darnell Dockett of the Arizona Cardinals was among the most vocal opponents, tweeting, "Dear NFL, we have too many rules. The face mask issue is just nitpicking. I mean, please, let us have some swag. Hashtag, please don't find me." Sadly, the NFL still doesn't allow custom face masks without a medical exemption. Number 1, unapproved brands. The NFL is all about its brand partnerships, and a few years ago, they signed a contract with Bose, saying that their coaches would all wear Bose-branded headsets. As a part of this contract, the NFL can ban their coaches and players from wearing any competitor brands, even off the field. Beats headphones are super popular for their epic sound quality and cool aesthetic. But while NFL players love them, they're being fined for wearing them while giving interviews or warming up. The NFL justifies this by saying that anywhere players can be seen on camera, they have to be wearing NFL-approved brands. Back in 2013, former 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick not only kept wearing his Beats despite the ban, but signed a sponsorship deal with the company, appearing in commercials for the headphones and wearing them to press events. The NFL fined him $10,000 for this. They still have their deal going with Bose, so it's safe to say that the NFL players still have to be careful which headphones they wear pre and post game. It's not just Beats headphones that are banned. Any brand that's not approved by the NFL can't appear on the field or the press circuit. Odell Beckham Jr. not only made a splash with his Richard Mille watch, but also by repping the Supreme brand with sleeves and other accessories. The NFL didn't fine him for that, although they did fine him $14,000 for wearing pants that were too short. Still, the Supreme sleeve eventually disappeared. And back in the 2007 Super Bowl, Brian Urlacher of the Chicago Bears wore a vitamin water hat and drank a bottle of vitamin water on Media Day. He was fined $100,000 for repping the brand. Yikes. So, that's it, fans. If you're playing in the NFL, you can't wear a lot of your favorite brands or necessarily have your preferred equipment. Some of these rules make sense, and some, well, not so much. But it's still awesome that some players have turned their fines into charitable donations. It just goes to show that representing their values and work ethic is important to a lot of NFL players. Did you enjoy this video? Take a moment to like and share it with your fellow fans, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to our channel for more great content. See you next time, and have an awesome day.